Hello everyone, welcome. In this series of videos, we'll be reviewing the project sent to me by my followers. We'll look at the project, we'll go through the code, and we will summarize it. Usually, I prefer to take the projects of the beginner developers, but this time is a bit different. We'll be looking at the project sent to me by my friend and follower, Thomas. Here's his link in Twitter. Please follow him. He is an amazing dude. And thank you so much for providing the project for review. And let's go. By saying that he's a professional developer, I really mean it. And you don't even need to doubt. You can just go on his GitHub page and look at this commit graph. So here's the Thomas. Again, thank you so much. His Twitter link is down in the description. Please follow him. He's an amazing dude. Let's look at the code. I have already cloned it into my local machine. We'll run it locally. It is also deployed, but for now, we really care only about the application. So to make it faster, we'll just load everything in the locally. And you see that some of the folders are open. I was curious what is the stack, and in essence, it's React, TypeScript, MUI components library, and there is some else like React router and so on, and the Firebase, which we don't really care much, and we'll have a look only at the most important parts, which is React, TypeScript, and MUI. And let me run it locally first. It's using Yarn for this video particular. I already installed all the dependencies, so we'll run yarn start. I'll just increase a bit so for you it will be easier to see. And here we are. This is the application itself. Right now, I have no idea what all those timers mean. So let me first start as usual with the responsiveness. This is my favorite topic. And the responsiveness looks good. It is really good on this, at least on this page, I mean. And let's go through some of the pages. Okay, so what I have noticed just now, that this sidebar is not being retracted back. So it is being expanded on click, and then on the touch, it is being expanded and retracted. And there is some small like kind of lag. I think it is based on hover, I guess, but in the mobile view or whatever the touch thing view, you don't really have it. So this needs to be fixed. Let's go next. So we are on the beginner's guide. Let's go to the official events. Official events are no events scheduled, community events, and if there is anything I can have a look. Okay, so you have responsiveness, how it will look for the iPhone. The iPhone looks good, but there is an enemy, the worst, my personal worst enemy, the Galaxy Fold. This guy breaks everything. And even here he's breaking this yellow PA logo a bit. And this is, I think it's like normal, like these are looking good. These pages, they look good. And do you have scroll here on touch? Yes, you have it because it's MUI. That's why you have it. And these are some audios. I don't know why. Okay, so these are being broken for whatever reason, and you can see how they cropped. This is something we can work on. The good stuff, like if you could have a look at the heads, let's say the heads which are not loaded for whatever reason, the good stuff, the text is fine, but for whatever reason, I think just because it's too big like this, it's not being handled well. And maybe you could think of some of the font size and the responsiveness, but they does look good at on the iPhone. Personally, wait. Oh, what happened? Cannot set property closed of readable, which has only a getter. Let me start again. Are you running well? Yeah, you're running well. Sounds good. Interesting. So what did actually break this thing? Um, Still running. Okay. If I click on different places, it's still fine. This is a strange bug. But anyway, where have we been? We have been on the meme bank. And okay, sorry, I am really lost right now. What did happen? Oh, so something definitely wrong with this audio. If I click on that, okay. So uh, something is wrong with the audio. I am not sure if it is locally only, or is it live too? Should we go on live? Let me go on live. This is my Twitter. Hello, welcome. Please follow me, or no, whatever you want, but please follow. And let's go online, live version. Sounds good. No, meme bank, audio. I hope I won't break his deployed version of this thing right now. They look okay in live. No, they don't. Will I break the prod if I do that? I don't really want to do that, but should we try? Let's, well, it's a project review. Let's try it. And let me click on that. Okay. Let me click on this thing. Okay. Are you still working? Yeah, it still works. So something is wrong in the local setup. I don't really know why we won't touch that part anymore. But luckily, everything is okay in life. I just noticed this one, and this is actually pretty cool. This is a nice small thing. I really love this one. This comment. This amazing, really great. One thing I've noticed, you have this disclaimer over here, which is blah blah blah, run by community members and so on, so on, so on. It has nothing to do with the psychedelic anonymous or vulture labs and blah blah blah. Just a disclaimer. And if I reload, I am getting the disclaimer again. I don't really think I should get it again because I have said sounds good. Like, what's happening? My God. Maybe my Node version is right. Sounds good. Okay, let me just get away from those audios. I'm afraid of that page now. Okay, so we have disclaimer. We are still live. Everything works. Yes, good. So what I was saying about the disclaimer, I already clicked once. Sounds good. Just add it to the local storage and save it in cache or whatever. And that I have clicked it. I don't want to see that on every time I'm loading this page. Like we do not have anything to do with those guys. I got it. I click sounds good. Save it in the local storage because this is like persisting. Like, you know that. Yeah, I know. Enough. One time is enough. Um, One thing I've noticed about the sidebar, I like that you have made some debounce on the hover. So you have some timeout on the hover. So if I just clicked it once, I think that was the original idea, that if I just hover it a bit, it won't come out. It will not expand, and this is cool. I would add maybe a bit more extended functionality that if I have hovered and clicked, don't expand it. Like if I'm using this thing quite often, I know what those icons mean, and I don't really need it to be expanded. And like right now, it feels a bit laggy that I have clicked here. I remove the mouse quickly for whatever reason. I just like I've done it like this, and then I have this sidebar expanding, and I really cannot do anything with that unless I click somewhere. Even I clicking somewhere will not help me. So to collapse it again, I need to hover it in again and hover it out. In the stack, when you are handling that timeout function, see if the user event was on click, skip the expanding. That would be way better. And if I click, I will not have this stupid thing here. And let's see, even if I go to the meme bank, oh, sorry, let me test it now. I click, wait, let me test it now. Okay, I am on the beginner's guide. I'm clicking on the beam bank. The sidebar is expanded. And if I'm clicking here, for whatever reason, this thing is still expanded. And I don't really love it that unless it will retract only when I hover it again. So this is a small thing that you could do. I will have a look more at this high-res download. I'm really curious what is that. And if I do download, okay, it's just downloading JPEG file. And you have some file saver to the disk. And now I have downloaded this NFT. Now I am the owner. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, I want to have a look at the high-res downloader, what it actually doing, because this looks interesting. And this is the AR prints. It's like you can go to the website and buy something. Nothing much here. And Ledger, again, this is one of the products that you can buy that may help you. Some videos. And okay, let me just enter. Okay, so actually only as the fetch and XHR. Okay, and what is 0? I really want to click 1, but I cannot do that. Like what you see and want more features, support by donating Ethereum to daily.eth. So if you like what you see, this is the number. I will do like that. Wait a second. This is the number. And please donate to daily. This is a good work, especially since it is made by community and it is basically a pet project non-profit. And what is that? Feedback feature request. Okay, and this is some docs Google page. Anyway, we basically went through all the pages. Some of the things, as I said, like with this hover, it just feels a bit laggy to me when you do on click fast. But again, I'm being picky maybe, or maybe no. I don't really know how fast people moving their mouse and clicking on stuff, but I like to click and move things fast. So at least you can handle it. So yeah, the project is made well and I like it. Will it be persistent if I... Yeah, it is staying persistent. Good. So it's a nice one. There is a small lag here and there, but we'll check it. Maybe it's something again with the local setup. I'm not really sure. And see how much time. Wait, disable cache. And I don't believe... Oh, I'm idiot. That's why. Okay, I was actually looking at something else. The 1 megabyte per picture, which is quite a lot, but there is a lot of small white text. So I think if you reduce it further, it will really reduce the quality of the text and make it unreadable, which is a bad thing. The files are fine. You have the bundle. So are you uploading whole bundle together? Feels like. And the last one, I wanted to go into the meme bank and see the images sizes. Some of them are pretty small, some are quite big. Like this one is 600 kilobytes for the hoodie. And I really think that we can reduce this hoodie because the image is small. Like I'm okay. If I go to the mobile view, are they downloading the same size? And where is the hoodie? Hoodie. Yeah, it's downloading the exact same size. So I would reduce that at least for the mobile view, because I don't really need this small icon. Like it will be on the mobile, so it's like this amount of screen. And you have like almost 3 items on the screen, which is also has a nav bar, and the image will be that big. I don't really think you need that much of details for 600 kilobytes for a picture like that. So the optimization of pictures can be done over here, and I believe the same exact thing is happening here on the heads. Is it heads? Yeah, it's heads. Wow, it's 2.2 megabyte. No, but where is that coming from? Yeah, it's 2.2 megabyte for a picture. That's huge. This is a lot. I mean, I think it's yours, right? I think this is your head. I think I saw this head. I think it's yours, Thomas. So the image optimization can be done. I don't know where these images are coming from. They are in the static media. You can definitely optimize them, especially for the mobile. For this such a small device, the 3 pictures on the mobile screen like that, you have 3 pictures like this, and this small thing is like 2.2 megabytes. This is a lot. If you are worrying about downloading the picture and that you want to download this picture in the best quality possible, let me just open it locally. And daily 1.5 megabyte. Where is your face? This is the one. So even then it can be reduced. Like you can show this, you can use the source of the picture for the mobile. Let's say you have detected the user agent, which is a mobile browser, and you serve to the mobile browser user agent small minified picture. Because what's the point for me? Like if I'm on the data, not on the Wi-Fi, and I'm going on your website, I will download like total over here. I really don't even know, but it's like I think about maybe 8-9 megabytes of data just to see like these small images. And if you think that okay, but what if the user wants to download? Well, for this download button, you can connect the big quality, the high resolution quality picture, but there is no point for me to see the high quality resolution picture when I'm just scrolling through the web. The phone was dead, and I was speaking 12 minutes into the vein, into the void. So I believe we have stopped at the sidebar, and I have gone through a lot of stuff. Everything was working well, except for one thing, and we will just emphasize it right now. And we go to the code finally, because that was the initial idea that we will go to the code. Anyway, so we have theme classes. Okay, we are using styles, navigate, use location, set drawer open. Why do we need navigate here? Handle change. What is handle change? Handle change tabs. Oh, okay, so we have a routing here. I didn't notice that. Yeah, you have a routing here. Let me remove that. Let me load everything. Yeah, now it's better. Okay, so we have the routing on the meme bank and audio, and everything is there. So handle change, what's happening when we are clicking on the tab, when we are changing between tabs. You have navigate, meme bank, and one of these. So I would honestly use switch statement here. I mean, it can be done this way too, but if you ask me how would I do that, is basically let path equals nothing. Okay, we no actually let just let path, and you don't like it, right? No, it's fine. And yeah, switch new value, and yes, case 0, path is no. What is this? Where did you took it from? And the path will be either path is brand, heads, the good stuff, meme starter kit, audio, and it will be the brand because the brand is the default value. Cool. So, and no assets. We don't need case 1 actually, because case 1 is default. We'll say like that. Pass head, case 2 good stuff, and new value case 3, case 4, and default equals path brand. And like this. And what you don't like. Assign the value but never used. What? Oh yeah, sure, of course, because it's never used. And then I would just do this way. But this is really very, very subjective, and this is very personal. If you ask me, I would do that way, just because this is way easier to read for me than the nested ternary operator. Though they were written really clear, I have seen disaster nested ternary operators, nested ternary operators, but I just like it more for whatever reason. I feel it looks better. I'm sorry. And actually, this is a mistake. Because this is a mistake. And it's also a mistake. Sorry. And I like it more. This is how I would write it. But the previous one was 100% okay. A same thing, same exact thing here. I would just do the same thing path here and handle change index. Wait, but what's handle change index? Swipeable views. Okay, so it's basically the same. Can we skip it? I think have event any, which is not used here anyway. You have new value here, handle change. It's a number and it's a void. So we don't need this, I guess. We just need the handle change. You have handle change here. It requires value. So what's wrong? Why you like it? What if I do this way? Handle change it. Like now. What like? Why? What am I doing? That number was something like also why is it possible? Sometimes TypeScript is TypeScript. So now you are happy, right? Now you're happy, of course. And on change index, I'm not sure, is it your own? No, it's actually not your own, but the handle change should work. Let me try it out. Something went wrong again here. Again, for some reason, my local setup failed. Maybe because of my node version. I don't know. But disclaimer, you have this and that and that and this and everything works. Now again, I open audio. No, it's fine. And if I go here, okay, it works. And if I go here and I will swipe it, and it does work. So yeah, that was a repeated function. We can get rid of that. Use effect. Set value, get time number, location, path name. If the location changes. So you handled, okay, so basically you handle the URL. And if I will go to the good stuff, so it will go to the good stuff. I think that can be done with the router only. Okay, let us just continue on this page, but I think this can be handled with the router, and we don't need the get tag number, and we don't really need this function at all, and this use effect. I think it still can be done with the router only. Let's see it. Okay, still I think this can be fixed. This can be removed free, but let's check. So we have classes here. Position sticky. Okay, this is all material and toolbar. And if it is small, you use media query. You use media query. If it is small, icon, button, this and that. Okay, it's fine. Typography. Yeah, I know your pain. Or you could just use the margin over here. Again, very personal thing. Font weight 200 and so on, so on, so on. Typography, it's also variant H6. Color inherit and style. I think this could be reused. If I go to, let's say, this guy, and I will see exactly the same thing here. And if I go to, let's say, official events, and I guess I will see exactly the same thing here. I think that could be removed. This whole thing can be removed. I would actually put it in the toolbar. The toolbar is most pro. Is it MUI? Yeah, it's a MUI. So what I would do, I would say, let's call it custom toolbar for now. Let's call it custom toolbar, and it will be export const. I hope you have the latest React, so it won't kill me. So what do I need? I need to return a toolbar, which is coming from material UI, and I have some children over here. And since this repeats itself so many times, you can just take this, enter it here, format. The icon button is icon button. Set drawer open is use drawer. So we can use this thing here, no issues. We can import it here. And you have theme spacing, which also this thing we can use here because we don't use it there. And we have theme, use media query, yes please. Theme, yes. Okay, give me a second. Theme is coming from, theme is use theme, okay. Theme is use theme, sorry. Theme is use theme. Use drawer, menu icon comes from menu. Oh, can you give me some? Okay, no problem, no problem. It's fine. Everything is fine. Yep. No, yep. Menu icon, yes. Typography, yes. And we have everything here except for the closing bracket. Okay, and React must be in scope when using JSX. What is the version of React? React 17. Okay. Import React from React. Okay, now we are good. And small and this, and then typography this, and then this. So this will be the title, and the title will be coming from the props. And what else we need? Well, actually nothing else. So, and we will do the interface. I like interfaces. Custom toolbar props, titles. Thank you, Copilot. It's so nice of you. And this gonna be this. I think it comes here. Use type. Okay, you want me to use type? I will use type. Okay. And icon button is defined but never used. Yes, because here we don't need it anymore. We don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need this. But what we will need the toolbar, which will be self-closing and which will receive the title as a prop. And the title will be what? I think it was official events. Let me see. What's that? Official events? Official events. Okay. So here we are. This is our reusable component. This is our title. I think we can just pass a string like that, right? Yep. So we have it here. And now, wait a second. Let me copy this. We don't need this, where we can just add the title of our thing, which is a bit bigger because I have copied the whole line. We don't need this, and we don't need this now. Oh, too much. And we don't need this and this and this. Okay, good. It still works. And I guess it will still work if you go to, let's say, this thing. Why? Because it's toolbar and we are using custom toolbar. That's the why. That's the exact why. And the class name toolbar, is it the classes toolbar? Is it coming everywhere? It has, okay. So we need to add the use styles there to use our toolbar. Not all of them, of course, but make styles, please. Okay. Theme, please. Okay. Create styles. Okay. And so we have everything here. We don't need this. And our toolbar class name should be classes toolbar, but we need to create classes. So classes equals use styles theme. Yes. And we have it here. And now we don't need a toolbar here. We can remove this thing here. Instead of toolbar, we actually need a custom toolbar with the title, and you can go away the toolbar. Okay, so that was a page official events. Let me go to the official events page. Okay, so we were working on, let me see again. What was that? Official events and official events. And our navigation bar works. This is great. And so let's just, I mean, let's not actually do it for all of them, but you can see basically the code repeating was there, and I will not be going down to that, doing all that. And tabs variant scrollable, okay. Scroll buttons, okay. And label, I would use a map here. I would definitely just use a map over here. Use this array of the strings with the names and just use tab. And let's go next. Swipeable views. So they are swipeable. I haven't tested that actually. I didn't know about that actually. And if you go to the iPhone, you can. This is, oh, maybe because I'm going outside of the screen. Or, okay, at least from what I see, I think this is just because of the preview. But I think it should work. We have seen the swipeable view. For some reason, it doesn't work. At least it doesn't work as expected on the browser preview. I think it works well on mobile, but from what I have seen, it doesn't work. This is a long, this is a deeply nested thing, and I'm just curious what is happening here. You have a grid, and then you are mapping over the brand assets, which is this thing with the images. And okay, so we have a card style, div, blah, blah. I honestly prefer to keep all the styling same. What I mean by that is, I think somewhere here. It's all style, and my personal preference is I like to keep the styles in one single object and then just destructure it by names and pass the name here as the value. So the code then looks just a bit more structured, I guess. But again, this is up to me. This is just my thing. And don't know here, but at least you can, in some cases, it's basically like a class name. It basically serves as a class name. Though when I had an issue with the camera, I went a bit down and I have seen a lot of reusable code, like really a lot. And wait a minute, this card, I'm just curious now. Is this div and card? And is it exactly same like here? We have grid 66432, same with 100% yes, card style 100 hidden transparent flex column, same, elevation 4. So I suspect this thing is same. It's same. And I suspect that this div is also same. This one here. This is also same. So this is a reusable code for different tab panel. And I guess it starts from the div here. So since we reuse here tab panel is same, okay, this one is different. And this is also same. So we have 3 of them which are exactly same. And the audio assets, okay, this is a bit different. This is a bit different. I would honestly create a custom component for that, for this reusable code. I would for sure create this grid as a custom component which just receives, let me think, on click event and the asset name. I think that's it. And you can reuse it here, you can reuse it here, and you can reuse it here. If you play around with that more, it can be done. And this is clearly a lot of reusable stuff. A lot. And these whole buttons, they could be just an array of objects and pass over here. I think it's just actually even, it's not even an array of objects, it's literally an array of strings. No, sorry, the href also changes. So yeah, I would do it that way. I would do it as an array of objects which has the href and the name, and instead of copy pasting them here. Then what we'll have here, this is the audio assets. This is what we think was almost the same. Okay, so that was about the meme assets. And I was really curious about one last thing, which is the high-res download. Nope, no augmented reality. Lore tracks. Wait, what was the name? It was the high-res download. Lore tracks is different, and high-res downloader. So the high-res downloader, let's find it first. Community security index Genesis downloader. Okay, this is the interesting one. And I was really curious to look at that because I have seen that how it works, and it is something different. The Genesis download page, use Google Analytics page view, small, okay. And this small again is used for the toolbar, and since we have created a custom component, we don't need it here. Fetch metadata. Image rendered false, image rendered, okay. This is Boolean, it's taking from here, and this is string. Metadata retrieval error. Set metadata retrieval error as a string. Okay. Await get genesis metadata. Where is it coming from? It's coming from the API, and I think this is just a call to the backend API. Genesis metadata Axios create base URL. Okay, timeout. Okay. I think this is an API key, and I will need to just put some black thing on it. But yeah, don't use your API keys in your code. Okay, so you have get genesis metadata, genesis metadata, get some ID, and response status 200, return. Other than that, return undefined. It is returning promise of type any. Type any, I mean, you know what is the type here. It could have been used that the actual type that when we are getting the response here, what is that? When we are getting the response data is not just any. Set metadata data or empty object, which is set metadata is indeed an empty object of type any. And here exactly the same thing. If you know the data or type returning from the API over here, you could actually use it here too. And the set timeout, set is loading false, 5,000. What? Why are you loading 5,000? So you set the loading as false after 5 seconds. And this is interesting because your set loading is true. You are setting loading as false only when there is data undefined. What I would do, you have the get genesis metadata, which is your function. It can receive a callback. Which will be the type of void. No, it will be the type of function void. Okay. No. Callback. Okay, it is fine. And then here I would add the function which will be set, not set state, sorry. It will be set is loading as false. And that should work, I guess. And your callback is try catch finally. Callback. I will do it that way. And I guess that should work. I just guess. I hope my guess is correct. And what is that? What is wrong? Okay, it's actually here. So now so now what is happening, we are passing this as a callback function that will set the loading as false once we have returned our, once we get our response from the server. And since we have that, it's called on finally. So either we catch an error or either we try and we have succeeded. Once this block or this block is done, it will get to finally, and the finally will call the callback, which is actually the setting of the state. I think this is better than whatever was that. And you have void. This is a question, the answer for what I don't know. Code wise, if it is loading or image render does not exist, circular progress. Okay. Oh, if it is not loading and metadata image available, then the image. And if it is loading and the metadata image does not exist, it is not loading and the metadata does not exist, then add this. Mm, I would maybe combine it. I would maybe do it something like is loading, and is loading, just is loading. No, is loading, and then I would add the image here and we will return the image. What is happening with formatting here? Jesus Christ. And like this. So let me just if metadata image, then metadata image replace. Other than that, it's p icon blue. P icon blue. The alt is any of that, but if it is p icon blue, it means it is not available. So yeah, I would most probably do the same thing here, like metadata image, and just check that. And if it exists, yes, and if it does not exist, then like image does not exist or whatever. Your style is, well, basically same, and is load can be same too. You don't need type here, I guess. You need? Wow, okay. And here I would say the same thing. If it is metadata image, and this should work, I guess. Expression expected. Okay, yeah, sure, I cannot do that. Then this, otherwise undefined. And now let's test it. And it should also work the same exact way. And it loads, but very slow. Okay, let me refresh and hope that it will load faster. It should, please. Cancel. Okay, the number was wrong, so I don't know what's and it does work. And it does work in exact same way. And I find it a bit, it may be a bit too much of ternary operators, but I really kind of like this way. So again, very personal thing. And the rest looks okay. So I think we won't go much further into this project. The project is pretty big and it will take like ages to go through every line and check everything. So let's wrap it up. Okay, so let's summarize it. The project that we have seen is robust and it is made pretty well. Of course, as a pet project, it's always a bit messy and you just do it fast. You know, you need the results right now. And I was a bit nitpicking on that, especially for some reusable places and so on, which is they are quite fine if you are just doing a pet project and you are working the full time for that kind of thing. It is amazing stuff. The few things really I believe could be done better. It's again a nitpicking, it's very personal thing, but the sidebar, what I have explained previously, this is one of the things I would change just because it's a bit better from the user perspective than I think. And the code wise, it is done nicely. It most of the places has types, and we have seen that there are few places that will require some reusability, that not require, but they can be reused and they can be rewritten in a way to avoid that repeated code. But other than that, the project works well. It is actually quite nicely designed, though it's pretty simple design, but it is nice and I love it. It was a great time. Thank you so much, Thomas, again. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was nice. There were any issues with camera. I hope I will be able to fix them somehow. For now, it is what it is, what it says. And thank you so much, everyone, for coming. The links are down below. My Twitter and other socials are all down below. Give me a follow. Leave me a comment if you like it. Thank you and have a nice day. See you later.